Alright guys, welcome back. Right now we're going to be testing out and cruising around the Proline Pro-2 SCT. I got this, it was a couple years ago. I bought it as a Slash VXL and converted it over after some time. I just recently finished it up actually. You know, if I knew better at the time, I would have just got the Pro-2 in the first place. But, you know, hey, that's the trial and error. Now I can tell you guys that, you know, if you're looking for a race slash faster, that, you know, this would be a good option. Probably better than the Slash. Anyways, got this is the Flowtech body. Nice. This is the Flowtech body. Start going through the truck. We got a Hobby Wing combo on here. It's the 120 amp waterproof SC8 combo, the A scale 4-wheel drive. So you might say it's a little overpowered, but you know what? It's great with the 2S. So it is the 4-pole 4000 kV combo. Also running a shorty. I believe this is a 45C. Not bad. Not that great either. So if you were to get a Pro-2 kit, which they're not RTR, you do have to supply your own transmitter, receiver, basically all the electronics. But if you were to get one, it would look almost like this. This has the Proline Pro specs instead of the power strokes. They're a lot smoother. And also it has the carbon fiber chassis brace. Kind of hard to see in the back. It should be easier to see there in the front. They stiffened up the shock towers a lot and made it handle a lot more consistent. So those are nice. It has I have the Savox 1257 titanium gear. It's really fast. What else? Yeah, I guess, you know, for the longest time I ran the ESC on the back. There's a little mount that screws in. There's a hole there, a hole over here, and there's a little plate that sits, and the battery slides under the plate. If you want to put it back that far. But anyways, I ran the ESC on top of that plate for the longest time, and I've been testing it down here for probably the past month, and I really like the way it's working like that. It allows me to run my battery farther back as well. You know, because the weight is now balanced more towards the front, so I can slide the battery back farther, which I like. And it's got a lower center of gravity now, just by a little. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty much a stock Pro-2. Obviously, the Pro-2s don't come with the electronics, but it's got different shocks and the shock tower braces, and that's the only difference from the stock one. Also, one thing I did forget, I did get the HD differential gear. So it's got a metal diff gear, because the Pro-2 performance transmission, the original one, had plastic diff gear and a plastic idler gear. And the top shaft was steel. Now I have an aluminum top shaft, steel idler, and steel diff. Of course, still spider gears. And yeah, in the front. Also, one more thing that is different from the stock is these aluminum caster blocks. I was running the Traxxas ones for a long time, and I just decided to go with these because they are just a little bit lighter and they have an extra adjustment. Besides that, I was going to run the Traxxas just to keep some Traxxas stuff on here, but the longer I have it, I end up getting rid of the Traxxas stuff and going to something else for one reason or another. But yeah, here's the bottom shot. It's really a good truck. Probably is my favorite one. Actually, it is my favorite one. Some people might say I'm biased because I have had this one longer than my other cars. So, you know how it is. Kind of like your first car. It's always, you know, your favorite. Just because, you know, everyone has their own reasons. Anyways, let's get this mounted back on. I really like these secure mounts. They take a little bit longer than just having clips. But I've never had one come off, which is nice. And you don't have the body rattling around. I don't have to. I used to put a piece of Velcro, punch out a hole in the center, and put pieces of Velcro underneath the body right there before I got the secure mount set up. Forgot to mention, I do still have the stock transmitter and receiver. They're still doing just fine. The Valenion motor that it used to have failed. It lasted a very long time. I ended up modifying it. I took it apart, cleaned it. I put the Boca ceramic bearings, ceramic hybrids inside the VXL motor, and I think I messed up the magnet when I was cleaning it. I used something I probably shouldn't have, and after a little bit of time I was actually jumping it in the front yard. You might see that big tree in my front yard. I drove the Torment on, sorry, and I tried to backflip that tree, and I did the backflip, but when it landed, the magnet inside the motor just shattered into, you know, probably like 30 pieces. So it was pretty bad, and I assume that it's not just a bad motor, that it was because I used something I shouldn't have to clean it, you know, like a WD-40 or something. So, alright, well, enough talk. Let's go ahead and start driving a little. Steering trim is a little off. I do have a little tire rub in the rear. So if you hear that, that's what that is. No big deal. Needs a little trimming. It's a new body. trim. Still trimming to the right. So right now I have a 27.5 weight in the rear with a stock 1.6 piston inside. In the front it's got, what is it? I think it's, you know what, I think I have a 35 weight in the front right now, and it is too stiff. I was just testing it out. Always testing with this. You can see my tire rubbing a little. Might have to raise the body just a tiny bit. Rubbing on the inside. Anyways. Yeah, the front is a little bit too stiff, sorry. And I'm gonna change it soon. But until then, the 35 weight is okay. It's just a little stiffer than I like in the front. Oh shit. Yeah, this, you can see right there, it's pretty rough. Get some rocks showing now. Everything seems to be good. Felt like it was driving a little weird. Try to get a different angle here for you guys. I usually stand in the same spot because that's the easiest place to see from over here. Oh. If you watch my other videos though, you'll probably see that I can get around here quicker in my two-wheel drive. Just because of my driving style, the way I drive, I'm used to driving these. Thanks, bud. Oh, the battery might be going down. Either that. caught a little wind. Oh, stuck. As you can see though, this truck is really strong. Oh no. So yeah, this is a really good basher and racer. It takes a hell of a beating, as well as being able to handle well. You know, a lot of the cars that you get around this price range, yeah, they're just not built like this. So battery dead. Now we do have a dead battery. Always turn the car off first. Oh. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Hope you enjoyed the test / review of my Pro-2.